What's the wildest thing your child has done? Did you have a good laugh or learn an important lesson from that experience? Do you want to share your story? Maybe you can't stop thinking of a huge accomplishment that you had from being a mom. I want to hear about that too. Welcome to my podcast. The Wealth of Wellness presents This Incredible Mom Life. Hi, I'm Ami, a mom of 3 boys who have given me countless laughs, proud mama moments, and endless challenges. Join me every week as we hear the craziest and most unbelievable mom stories. I'll be sharing the huge accomplishments and triumphs of both our moms and their kids. We'll giggle, cheer on the kids, and discuss obstacles and lessons learned along the way. I want to hear if your 3-year-old says a stampede of boogies just came out of his nose, or if your 10-year-old created an infomercial to save his dad's receding hairline, or even if your 13-year-old's robotics project turned into a disaster. I also want to know if your 15-year-old finally came out of his shell in high school and joined a bunch of clubs, and even the fencing team. Let's share, laugh, learn, and grow together, one crazy mom story at a time. Welcome back. I hope you are liking this podcast so far. You have heard some of my mom stories as well as those of 4 other moms. I have more moms scheduled in the future, so stay tuned. Please let me know that you are enjoying the show by giving a rating, review, or a follow. It's still pretty new, and doing these things will help the show grow. I would also love it if you were to share this show with another mom. Finally, I want to know what topics would make this show better. Today's topic is a continuation of last week. If you heard my conversation with Phyllis, you know that we discussed some tips on getting your kids to sleep better. If you need help with that, go listen to episode 13 and connect with Phyllis. She is amazing. But what happens when your kids actually sleep through the night and you're still waking up at 3 a.m.? I remember many nights when the house was quiet, but I was wide awake. I would toss and turn, but could not get back to sleep. By the time I was drifting off, my 5 a.m. alarm was going off. I want to know what you are thinking about at 3 a.m. Is it an overdue bill that needs to be paid? Or maybe it's a fight you had with your husband because you were stressed? Did you finally remember where your child's favorite toy has been hiding? Screenshot this episode and share your 3 a.m. thoughts. Tag me at the Wealth of Wellness LLC so I can see it too. The more important question is, why are we thinking about these things in the middle of the night? Difficulty sleeping can be a symptom of unbalanced hormones. A little cortisol, the stress hormone, is normally released in the morning to help us wake up. However, when we have chronic stress during the day, the body gets confused and releases cortisol between 2 and 3 a.m., leaving you wide awake, wondering what your next online purchase will be. Here are some of the things that can affect cortisol levels, and therefore your sleep too. Stress and anxiety. Both of these will raise your cortisol levels. Eating simple carbohydrates. Foods like pasta, bread, crackers, pretzels, and desserts are full of simple sugars, which means they cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash. This crash can raise your cortisol levels. Caffeine. You drink caffeinated beverages all day because you're exhausted. But remember, the caffeine is one of the things keeping you awake at night. It's a vicious cycle. The good news is that you can break the habit. Get in touch with me if you need support with reducing your caffeine intake. Lack of exercise. Science has shown that regular exercise can lower the levels of cortisol. Not getting enough sleep. If you are watching TV or videos late into the night, you are already losing out on some much needed sleep. And then your body releases cortisol to keep you awake during the day, which in turn prevents you from sleeping at night. I hated being tired first thing in the morning. Maybe you can relate? How was I supposed to get the kids fed, dressed, and out the door for school if I couldn't focus? Also, the lack of sleep did not make for a fun day at work or running errands. I was exhausted all the time. By making changes in my daily habits, I was able to get back my precious sleep. I now wake up refreshed and ready to take on anything. I can teach you how to improve on all of these things I just mentioned in my 12-week program. How long do you want to keep seeing 3 a.m. on the clock? If you are ready to make a change, get in touch with me via email or DM me on social media. My link to book a free call is also in the show notes below. Please reach out if you want help to get better sleep. So, how would you feel if we could take care of this? I don't know about you, but I hated being awake at 3 a.m. Just imagine waking up in the morning rested and energized and ready to take on the day. Going back to my conversation with Phyllis last week, she said kids thrive on routines. But did you know that adults thrive on routines too? I actually created a free guide called 12 Bedtime Rituals for Better Sleep to get you started. If you want a copy, email or DM me the word sleep and I will send it to you. I am wishing you restful nights and mornings full of energy. Just think of all the things you could accomplish if you had that energy. I want to help you get better sleep and achieve some of those things you are dreaming about. Are you struggling to be the best mom you can be? Are you fatigued, overwhelmed, and stressed out? Are you losing precious time with your family because of PMS? If so, join my signature 12-week program, the Vibrant Women Project, and you will be a much happier mom. In just 3 months, you will learn how to eliminate your symptoms of PMS, increase your energy, reduce stress, and fully enjoy this incredible mom life. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope you learned something from these stories. If you enjoyed this show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast. It really helps this show grow. If you have a mom story you would like to share, click on the link in the description below on becoming a podcast guest. Remember, the content on this podcast is for general information only. It does not replace any medical advice given by your healthcare providers. Please check with your doctor if you have any questions about your specific condition before starting any new diet or exercise regimen. Thank you, and you will hear from me soon.